Yo, what up? It's B-Cide. Lately I've been thinking a lot about this idea of starting over. You know, People say that it's this dramatic thing, like you hit a reset button and everything disappears. But starting over isn't starting from zero. When I came back into this monster era, when I started doing daily lives, when I started shipping physical CDs again, people probably, looked at it like he's rebuilding. And, in a way, I am. But I'm definitely not at zero. I have 25 years in this, I've toured, I've recorded hundreds of songs. I've seen labels rise and fall. I've seen hype cycles come and go. I've watched artists burn out chasing moments. And then there's MS. When I was diagnosed, it that felt like zero. It felt like the floor was dropping out. Touring changed, my energy changed, my body changed. There were years where depression crept in quietly, and I didn't even realize how heavy everything had gotten. But even in that, I wasn't at zero. I still had my experience, I still had my perspective, I still had my voice. Starting over now doesn't mean I forgot everything. It just means that I finally decided to use everything that I have. The patience, the mistakes, the losses, the wins, and all of it counts. This monster cycle feels different because I'm not chasing who I used to be. I'm building who I actually am now. Wheelchair, 43, independent, clear headed. And there's something powerful about that shit. If you're in a season where it feels like you're rebuilding, you're probably not at zero either. You're carrying more than you think. Sometimes the restart is just a redirect. Now, for me, it wasn't about becoming somebody new. It was about finally accepting who I am and moving forward from there. And that's all you can do. So that's what I gotta say today. So stay strong, stay wicked. It's B-Side. Peace out.